Happy Thursday, everyone. Actually, let me just share a little bit. There we go. Wasn't like, hey, I need to ask you guys something. Like, if you're ever like taking like a video, and like when I got this new phone a couple months, actually I say a couple months back, I actually got it around like December of last year, or like January of this year. So way back earlier in the year, whatever you want to call it. Like, do you have grids on your phone? Like, I have a 3x3, like, so 9 square grid, like, when I take a video. And because of that, I'm, like, constantly trying to stay, like, in the middle of, like, said grid whenever I do a video. Like, I mean to ask, do you guys have that too? It's weird. So, if it looks like I ever adjust to get in the center of video, mid-video, know that, like, I didn't really trust my judgment the first time. And I have an NFL pick to make. First, I have a low and high act of kindness. Let's see. Well, I guess that my low is, as I was about to come home from seeing my folks last night, it got starting to get a little bit cool outside. Yep. Unfortunately, we're in that time of year where, yeah, the autumn months are like right at our doorstep, but we want to hold on to summer a little bit longer. That's why my high last night is, it was funny. My mom made sausage, peppers, and onions for dinner, but she made apple crumble for dessert. Crazy, right? Like, one of the most summery grilling dishes, even though my mom used a broiler. Oh, she used the broiler for the sausage, and she pan-fried the peppers and onions. And so one of the most summery things you can eat for dinner, and like one of the most autumn-y dishes for dessert. It's crazy. It's even crazier when I actually tried looking for whipped cream or sour cream. My mom didn't have any. It was still, don't get me wrong, the apple crumble was still awesome, just, you know. Well, I shouldn't go with it, you know? So that happened, and my act of, actually I have several acts of kindness. I browned the garbage, because yesterday was garbage day. I emptied the dehumidifier for my old man. And I emptied the dishwasher. So, I did all that. And now I have to make an NFL pick today. Look, it'd be easy for me to just say that the Eagles are going to win. In fact, that's my pick, actually. But if I don't explain why I'm making this pick, it's not going to make for anything entertaining. Simply put, the Eagles are the returning Super Bowl champions. And the Vikings just lost their game. A game that, for all intents and purposes, they probably should have won. And that's about all I need to do. I mean, listen. Right now, once again, it's going to look like it's going to be the Cowboys and the Eagles contending for the NFC East division, as it should be. And considering that my Cowboys blew out the Giants 40-0, already I give a slight nod to the Cowboys, as I should, because I am a Cowboys fan. Not to mention, I hate the Eagles, so you would think it's rather odd that I'm making a pick for the Eagles. But, listen, I'm 6-10 right now in NFL picks. I need this one. Plus, I mean, the Eagles won, but the Patriots were actually in it for a while. Like, I think it was like, 16-0 or something? When, at the end of the first half, And then actually, what was the final score? Like, I want to say it was like 25-16 or something, wasn't it? Let me look it up. Where is it? Oh, 25-20. Okay. So the Eagles beat the Patriots 25-20. Who the Vikings lost to the Bucs. Now, I mentioned how, like, at least for week 1, my NFL picks are based on what I know and what the quarterback situation is. I had no idea the Bucs had Baker Mayfield. I mean, here's the thing. I like Baker Mayfield. Honestly, listen, what happened with Baker Mayfield in Cleveland really is like the same story of same old Browns. It is. It totally is. You get rid of Baker Mayfield, who really was a serviceable quarterback, and you traded for Deshaun Watson, who was in a lot of trouble. And you couldn't even use Deshaun Watson until late last year. And, actually, if I remember correctly, if the Browns actually won out the rest of the year, like, they would make the playoffs. Like, Deshaun Watson was back, and they still lost at least one game. I mean, if this is supposed to, I'm pretty sure, the Browns beating the Bengals on Sunday, I guess would be a more accurate depiction of how the Deshaun Watson era would start if you really want to be technical. Actually, if you were technical, you would say the Deshaun Watson era started when he was actually no longer suspended. Ouch. Yeah, let's just say I never want to get a massage. Oh, I wouldn't do anything. But as what happened to Deshaun Watson, I shouldn't say that. I've had massages before. Massages are pretty awesome. But I'm not looking to do it now. I couldn't. So yeah, long story short, I'm picking the Eagles over the Vikings. I mean, I think the Vikings should do a bit. Actually, I don't even know if I can comfortably say they should do a bit better. Because the last time the Vikings played against an NFC East team, they got upset by the Giants. Which, I guess under those circumstances, I can see why everyone thought the Giants were going to be good this year. But, they're not my Cowboys, though. So, yeah. 17th NFL pick of the 2023-2024 season. I'm picking the Eagles. If it gives any Cowboys fans any consolation, I feel dirty having said that. But you can't ignore the facts. Right now, the Eagles are looking maybe not quite as dynamic as they were last year, but it's going to be between the Cowboys and the Eagles for the NFC East title. And whoever doesn't win the title will be probably the 5th seed in the playoffs. Which, honestly, regarding last year, I'm not really mad about us losing to the 49ers. Because there's some players on the 49ers that I like. I'm still mad that we lost to Jacksonville, because that ultimately is what hurt us in the playoff spot. It was. Literally all we had to do was seriously, if we beat Jacksonville, we're the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. And we would totally do a lot better. I know last time we were the number 1 seed, we messed it up. But I know things are different now. At least I hope so. That's what I keep telling myself. I actually saw a really funny meme yesterday about like the Cowboys season in a nutshell. Season starts, beat bad teams, give in to the hype, choke in the playoffs, wait for next season to start, and like rinse and repeat. I think that's how that meme went. And I have to say, as much as it hurt me to see that, it was pretty accurate. So, whoever made that, I gotta give them their props. Sorry this video doesn't really seem... Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that. There is one thing I can tell you, and we're getting the Season 22 hot sauce lineup reveal today. Which means Hot Ones is going to be coming back next week. And it's funny, I just talked about this yesterday, too. Like, I literally just talked about this yesterday. Where it's like, I'm looking to see if there's any, like, mention of a hot sauce reveal on their Instagram. And at the time there wasn't, but at some point throughout the day yesterday, like, there's a little clip on First Week Feast's Instagram of Sean Evans about to reveal the lineup. And I'm like, holy cow, I was actually right. I was right. It just took a little longer to get there than I thought it would. So, I suppose I might be able to speculate on some things. I mean, listen, no matter what, the things that are going to be in that lineup are, we're going to get a different version of the Classic. We're going to get a different version of Los Calientes. Da Bomb is going to be there, and so is The Last Dab. Those four sauces are given. It's just the question is what else is going to be there? I mean, having been a little more privy to some hot sauce makers in the last couple of seasons, it would be kind of neat if we saw Torchbearer again. For those of you who don't know, Torchbearer has made the Reaper garlic sauce, the headless horseradish, as well as honey badger, which is like a honey mustard. And the former one, the Reaper garlic, that's actually on Sean Evans' Mount Rushmore of the hot sauces of all time. He really likes that sauce. And it has been a while since we've had anything from Torchbearer. I could see them making a comeback. Especially since it's... Because, I mean, I know honey badger isn't necessarily considered scary unless you're attacked by a honey badger. But, like, Torchbearer's themes are kind of like horror, you know, like headless horseradish, or a Reaper garlic, or garlic Reaper, which is, you know, like a Grim Reaper, so scary. So I could see Torchbearer making a comeback for this fall/winter season. Actually, I would say the winter season. Actually, it's kind of hard to gauge what season you would consider the Hot One season premiere in. Because it'll still technically be summer when season 22 starts. And it'll be just before winter that the season ends. Meanwhile, it'll be well into winter when season 23 is going to start, and well into spring when it ends. And season 24 is going to be well even deeper into spring, and it's going to end well into summer. So I guess, in a way, with the amount of breaks that, or how long the breaks are that Hot Ones takes in between seasons. I mean, again, in a perfect world, you have 36 episodes a year. So that's a good, 16 weeks that Hot Ones isn't on. So a good 1/4 of the year. So that's essentially an entire season. I mean, I get why. I mean, listen, you can only have so many guests in a season, and only so many people actually want to do Hot Ones. So we'll see. We'll have to see what we get today. I mean, at the moment, I don't really have any ideas. At this point, I should know to both expect the unexpected, but not be surprised by it when it comes to who the guests are. I mean, never did I ever think last season in general, we had people like John Stamos and John Mulaney. Never did I ever think we'd have those guys. Which is a real shame because a part of me thinks now I should have. But that's hindsight 2020. So we'll see. I mean, sometimes whenever they do these hot sauce lineup reveals, they always I said sometimes and always. They sometimes have a sneak peek of what next week is going to bring. It'd be cool if they did that, but I'm not entirely sure they will. It's a crapshoot if they're going to do that. So, again, we'll see at 11 o'clock this morning, and we'll go from there. I hope you all like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble. I made this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for them. We'll be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Did I do Happy Thursday this morning? I forgot if I did Happy Thursday this morning. Happy Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, the channel will be here to let you know. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.